Hey, aloha folks, and welcome to the Clipper Golf Course. We are with the other half of Hawaii PXG. This is Jahn Sawinski.
Hey, Kevin.
Did I get the last name right?
You nailed it.
Oh my goodness.
Good job.
I didn't ask off camera. I was like, oh no, I didn't ask. I'm just going to go for it. But Kendrick and I were talking on the way up. Jahn Sawinski, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But anyways, you know, you got Sawinski, I got Kashiwai. You know, we're two peas in a pod.
That's right. That's right.
But hey, thank you for being here. And thank you for all you do for PXG, with PXG, for the military, for the Clipper Golf Course. We certainly appreciate that.
Absolutely. We love working with you guys here.
Yeah, no, it's great. And then, so, you know, we talked to Chris about PXG a little bit. Now I want to talk to you because I know you probably have a little different perspective because you guys play two different roles in the company.
Yeah.
But let's go and ask you, how did the journey start for you with PXG?
Oh gosh. So I've known Bob for a long time.
Okay.
Through golf courses, through playing golf, and then riding motorcycle with him as well.
Really?
Yeah, for gosh, probably 16 or so years now.
So you're a PGA pro as well, right?
Yes, I am.
So were you the pro at the golf course that he used to frequent? Is that how you guys met?
Yeah, so I was the head pro at Keolu at Hualalai, and so that's how we met, became friends. He found out that I like to ride motorcycle, he rides motorcycle, and that's how we became, you know, a good
There's
relationship.
a lot of places to ride motorcycle on the Big Island.
Yeah, that's why they call it the Big Island.
My goodness. And so he was he living there part-time or was he just flying in and out?
No, by that time he had a condo and was living at Hualalai. Would frequent the place, you know, probably 2 to 3 times a year for 3 to 4 weeks at a time.
Wow, that is so cool. Well, he has the ability to do that.
Yeah, he does.
But so tell me, just we're going to segue a little bit, but I'm curious because I've always thought Hualalai, you know, Kukio, these things, those are probably the best gigs you could ever find for golf pro. Am I right?
It's hard to beat. It really
I can
is.
only imagine.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
I mean, spectacular golf course, spectacular membership, wonderful place to work. Climate is, you know, to die for. You know, sunny, very little wind for the Kona side. And, you know, just spectacular place to work.
Right.
But then Bob started, you know, he's always been a very avid golfer.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, he went through a phase, he's like, I'm going to find what works best for me.
Right.
So he bought, you know, sets of clubs from every OEM. And I was there when he was doing this, and he'd go out and play 2 or 3 days with a set, come back, throw them back at us and go, nope, this one doesn't work. Throw the next one back at us, doesn't work. All the golf guys were getting sets of golf clubs and everything. And he finally said, you know what, nothing really works for me. I think I'm going to start my golf club company.
How many seasons did you go through with him before he got to the point where he said, I'm going to start my own company?
It was a good full year.
Oh, so it's just a
12
year
months.
that you were with him?
Yeah, he was going through golf clubs every 2 to 3 weeks.
Did he just start golfing at that point?
No, he was a pretty avid golfer by that time.
Uh-huh.
You know, he'll always self-proclaimed bogey golfer.
Right.
Loves the game. Knows he's only going to get so good, but he wanted the best equipment that he possibly could get. So, you know, he tried everything that he possibly could.
Right.
In the end, he said, you know, I think I can do better. And that's when we started the whole PXG journey.
Wow.
You know, that was around 2013 or so.
Okay.
And, you know, he hired Brad and Nico. They had a little bit of a no-compete, so they couldn't actually make golf clubs. But they were testing things out, you know, just messing around. And then we started seeing prototypes come out. You know, Bob would show up with, you know, a set of irons or a driver or some woods, and we'd always look in his bag. What's this?
Yeah, what's this?
That,
What's
you know?
this? Yeah.
And then, you know, finally,
was it stamped with PXG already, or was it just blank?
No, it had some stamping, but not the PXG logo.
Was it the numbers, the Marine Corps numbers?
Some had numbers, some had darkness, some had, you know, a couple other things on it.
Little catchphrases or catchwords.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh.
And then I think it was early 2015, Bob came to me and said, hey, you know, what's your specs? So I kind of gave it to him. I go, what's it for? He goes, well, I'm going to send you a set of golf clubs. So, you know, he sent me a set of golf clubs, and at the time I was really big in the triathlon.
Right. Oh my gosh.
And I got the box, put them in my office. A couple weeks later, he said, what do you think of them? I said, oh, they're fantastic, Bob. What a great set of clubs. And he goes, They're still in your office. They're still in the box. You haven't even played them. I go, yeah, you're right. I've been busy, you know. He goes, I really want you to play them. So I went out and played them, and I came back and said, you know what, Bob? These are different. There's something about them. I still miss them a little left, a little right, but I can tell you that distance-wise, they're always spot on.
What was the difference?
I mean, it was always a very consistent distance.
But at this point in your journey, you know why? What is attributed to that?
The hollow body design. So, you know, the key to that is ball speed on the toe and heel, very similar to the ball speed in the center. So now you might miss it left and right. It's, you know, you're going to miss them.
That's human.
But being pin high is always a key.
Right.
You're not missing into a hazard or a bunker or a water. Right. You're missing just left and right of the green.
Right.
So that's when we started, and I went for a full year still at Hualalai with, you know, working with him a little bit, fitting on the side, but still as a golf pro.
And did he launch the company at that point already?
He did, yeah.
How long did it take him from when he was playing around with it to the point where he launched it?
About 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
So you were on that journey with him?
Yep.
And I want to go backwards just a little bit, just because I'm curious. When he was coming around and trying all the different golf clubs, and he'd been doing that for years, did he find any brand loyalty, or was it always just a crapshoot?
He did say that Ping was his best set that he could buy.
I wanted to get that on there, Joey, because I love you, brother.
But no, he did enjoy them. He thought they were the best set that he could make.
Right.
And obviously, you know, Brad and Nico came from Ping.
Right.
So
that's why I thought, right?
Yeah, we do have some ties with that a little bit.
Yeah.
But you know, much different you know, avenue that we went to. Biggest difference was no time restraints.
Right.
No dollar commitment.
Right.
No you know.
That's huge.
Yeah, we weren't on a budget. We weren't on a time frame.
No, when you've got the best in the world, that's the only thing that's going to hold them back is to put a time limit on them or cap their dollar amount.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
So it's good. Yeah.
Wow. Oh my gosh. So you were going through that journey with him for about 3 years.
Yeah.
And then he launched the company. You were still working at Hualalai.
Yeah.
And at what point did he put the bug in you and say, you know, I kind of think I might want you to come?
So I had a small fitting kit at Hualalai, and you know, I was working with him, and then I said, you know what? Would you mind if I took this kit to Oahu? And he says, why do you want to go there? I said, well, there's more people that live on Oahu, and I'd like to share the story a little bit more.
Right.
And he goes, you know, brother, you can take this wherever you want to. And I said, awesome. I said, you know, we'll get this all set up. And then the next morning, he goes, let's go for a cart ride. So we're riding in the golf cart, and he says, you know what? Here's the way I work. You're either all in or you're not in. He goes, I want you to join PXG.
Wow.
And that was the point where I said, you know what? I'm in it for you. And that's where I made the difference to go from Hualalai to PXG full-time.
Wow.
Yeah.
And did you have to think about it a little while, or did you kind of know?
No, I knew. I mean, at that point, I was ready for something exciting.
And he probably made you an offer you couldn't refuse.
Yeah, it was a great one. It was a great one, yeah.
Nice. Oh my goodness. And so now, how many years has it been?
So I'm with the company for right at 10 years now.
10 years.
Yeah.
And it's just been it's been quick, right?
It's flown by. I mean, I look back, there's been a lot that's gone on,
right?
But it seems like just yesterday we were just starting this business.
Right. And PXG has gone through a lot of changes. I mean, because you know, no, there was Callaway, but PXG is one of the few major manufacturers that I saw start and followed them up to this point. You're the most current one. Callaway was before them.
Okay, yeah.
I was already in the industry, but I was a young fledgling at the time. But this is the one I really got to see hands-on, because now in the capacity I'm in, I worked with you guys kind of hand in hand on this thing. And I saw you guys go through, oh my gosh, go through all the growing pains, right?
Yeah.
So talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so, you know, originally we started a small company.
Yep.
You know, we built the absolute best we possibly could, but being that small, you know, manufacturing process was difficult.
Right.
We had no economy of scale. We weren't a big company. So we were charged a lot of money to make our clubs from manufacturing.
Got it.
So we had no choice. You know, we did have to start at that little upper level, you know, and we quickly became kind of a cult following. You know, we were pretty high price at that point.
It's actually worked out really well.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, you know, as we grew, the manufacturing became a little less little less expensive for us. And Bob was always like, you know what? I'm not here for the money. I'm here for the experience and to give people the best in the business.
Right.
So instead of keeping our levels high, we started dropping our price in accordance with what we were being charged.
Right.
Just passing along the savings. And then I think around 2017, 2018, you know, Bob, you know, obviously Bob's a former, or is a Marine. You're never a former
Marine.
Right,
I remember
but
that,
he'll say that he owes everything to the Marine Corps.
Right.
And he said it's time to really give back to the people that give to our country.
My goodness, that's so wonderful.
And that's when we started our Heroes program.
Yeah.
Probably our most successful, you know, departure from the normal D2C kind of, you know, model. And it went over really well. At that time, it was just military, and then we became first responders, you know, doctors, nurses, now teachers, and you know, it's become a really big part of our company. Yeah. And one of the biggest reasons why we enjoy working with you at the Clippers so much is it's a Marine Corps base.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a perfect match, right? Yeah. Marriage made in heaven.
Absolutely.
But no, so it's kind of like you've gone from serving the military to serving just about everybody that serves. They're in the service capacity.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That is wonderful. And you know, for us, you know, initially, we always believed in PXG right from the beginning because I'm a nerd, so I was tracking.
Yeah.
Right? And I was like, oh, these guys have this and that. We got to try this. We got to get on with that. And we started off, but it was a difficult working relationship, you know. But then as time went on, you know, because of pricing and all of that and all the changes, it was hard for us to get a rhythm.
Sure, sure.
But you know, somewhere along the journey, things settled, like you said.
Yep.
And now it's great because now we have this awesome working relationship, right?
That's great. Yeah.
You guys are always coming out and doing fittings here. You guys even support Leland with some of his women students. You know, they want to get in, they want to get custom fitted. You guys make the time to come and see them on a day when they're available. Yeah. I mean, what else could we ask for, right? So
and that's what we do. That's what PXG does.
It's incredible, yeah. And so that's what's really great. And you know, it's really, that's how golf should be done. It's just that, and I'm not knocking any of the off-course shops that just stock clubs there, because that is a viable market too, because there's so many golfers. Not every golfer is ready to go or wants to go get fitted or has an appreciation for that. Yeah. Some people just want to buy what they saw on TV that last weekend when they were watching the Masters. Yep. And God bless, they got to go do that, right?
Exactly.
Right. And so there's a place for that guy or gal. Yeah. And they'll play that set of clubs for a couple, 2-3 years, and then they'll come see you. Right?
Absolutely. Yep. There we go. There we go.
Yeah. No, that's great. So okay. So now we got to talk about you a little bit. So,
sure.
So tell us about your golf journey. How did golf start for you?
Oh gosh. So in 1999, I was in Virginia Beach. I was a caterer. I ran a catering business. I'm a former chef. And
you're a former chef.
Yeah. Yeah. And before that, I have ties with the military. I was in the Navy, originally enlisted as under their nuclear power program, and was an engineering laboratory technician.
Wow.
So I went through the Navy, stayed in Virginia, and then I came out to Hawaii on a vacation. At the time, I loved fishing, right?
Right.
Just loved fishing, and ended up in Kona on vacation. Went out on a charter boat and caught 3 amazing fish. Just had an absolute, you know, break buster day, right?
Okay.
And I said to that point, I'm moving to Hawaii.
Really?
I want to live in Hawaii.
Oh my gosh.
And so I sold my business and moved out here to Kona. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna drive charter boats. I'm gonna be a charter boat captain. Didn't really know what I was gonna do, but I found out that the charter boat business isn't exactly as easy as I thought it was gonna be.
Okay.
So, you know, I just said, I'm just gonna get a job and enjoy Hawaii.
Okay.
And I was hired with Walmart.
Okay.
And I was getting ready to do some urinalysis testing and reading the paper, and I saw Kona Country Club looking for a clerk, of all things, right?
Right.
I said, you know what? I used to love playing golf. So I went down there and applied and got the job. I started the next day.
How old were you at the time?
I was 30 years old.
Wow.
You know,
another late start.
Yeah. And so, you know, I started and I was having a blast after work playing golf, just really enjoying what I moved to Hawaii for, you know. And then the GM there said, hey, you know what? You got a pretty decent swing. Why don't you join the program? I go, what program is that? So He talked to me a little bit about
Who's
the
the
PGA.
GM?
Greg Bennett at
Greg
the time.
Bennett.
Yeah.
Good job, Greg Bennett.
And so yeah, I got involved with the PGA. I
Yeah.
passed my player's ability test,
Right.
got in the program, and just through good luck and timing, Hualalai was interviewing for an apprentice position. I got that job, and 15 years later, I went through the apprenticeship program, assistant pro, head pro, and then departed them and went to PXG.
What a great story.
Yeah.
You know what's really interesting? There's a trend because Mr. Parsons, this is not his first career, and he's a
No,
Johnny come lately to the golf business.
absolutely.
And you and Chris wasn't your first career either.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like what you guys do.
It is.
You guys get started in life doing something, and you go, hey, we love golf.
Yep.
Let's go do golf. And then,
You know, and Bob's got he's got 16 rules that he lives by, and one of them is get out and stay out of your comfort zone. And that's exactly what we do. You know, we're always trying new things. We're always trying something different, trying to see what works the best.
right.
But always stay out of your comfort zone. Try new things.
Right. Just like right now.
Yeah.
Right?
There you go.
Being on a crazy video with us.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is great. Okay, so we have hopefully this sticks, but we have the project coming up with Coach Leland, right?
Yeah.
Where we're gonna take a young Marine, male or female. We're looking for someone around a 20, 25 handicap with a little bit of growing room. We're gonna get them connected with Leland. He's gonna take care of them, give them lessons on and off the course. We're gonna try to connect them with the trainer over at the Semper Fit gym.
Great.
Work on some flexibility and strengthening some golf muscles, because we all know Marines are strong already. And then we're going to work with PXG, utilize TrackMan technology, get some analysis there, and then that'd be like I said, the cherry on the top, right? You know.
Absolutely.
But thank you for doing that with us and being so willing to do that. Hopefully we'll have you back on, maybe at an intermediate point, and maybe at the end of it all.
Sounds great.
And hey, maybe Mr. Parsons will come on too.
Never know.
You
Yeah.
never know. But thanks, Jahn.
Thank you, Kevin,
Appreciate
so much.
having
Appreciate
you out
it.
here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look forward to
Okay,
it.
folks, stay tuned. Pay attention. We're going to have the project with Coach Leland. Okay? Aloha, and we'll see you at the Clipper.